We did have that critical final showdown between President Trump and Joe Biden.
We certainly did. The two candidates taking the stage together for the very last time before the final votes. Election day, here we go, now just 11 days away. And look at this staggering number. Nearly 50 million people have already cast their ballots. That is more than 35% of the total voters in 2016.
As for the debate, what a difference a few weeks and some muted mics can make. This was a more normal political debate, fewer interruptions. You could actually hear the candidates make their case, but the clashes were still stark and clear on the pandemic, health care, personal corruption, and race. Mary Bruce is in Nashville with all the highlights. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. Well, this was a far more civil affair than their disastrous first debate, but it was just as contentious. Without the constant interrupting, the stark contrast between the two candidates was laid bare. The president did rein in his outbursts, but it's not clear if that's going to be enough. Down in the polls, Trump needed a win here last night, but Joe Biden refused to sit on that lead and came out swinging. Right out the gate, Joe Biden determined to make clear what's at stake in this election.
220,000 Americans dead. If you hear nothing else I say tonight, hear this. Anyone who's responsible for that many deaths should not remain as President of the United States of America.
President Trump forced to go on defense.
I take full responsibility. It's not my fault that he came here. It's China's fault.
In their first face-off since Trump's diagnosis with COVID, the candidates with polar opposite predictions.
We're about to go into a dark winter, and he has no clear plan.
He says you have no plan.
I don't think we're going to have a dark winter at all. We're opening up our country.
Despite cases currently rising in at least 40 states, Trump says the worst is behind us.
It will go away, and as I say, we're rounding the turn, we're rounding the corner. It's going away.
He insists it's time the country get back to normal.
We have no choice. We can't lock ourselves up in a basement like Joe does. He has the, I'd love to put myself in the basement or in a beautiful room in the White House and go away for a year and a half until it disappears.
But Biden says Trump's not taking this crisis seriously.
The way this president has responded to this crisis has been absolutely tragic. He says that we're learning to live with it. People are learning to die with it.
Trump pressed on where his health care plan is. He's been promising it for over a year.
What I would like to do is a much better health care, much better, will always protect people with pre-existing.
There's no way he can protect pre-existing conditions. None, zero. You can't do it in the ether.
Trump tried to paint Biden as backing socialized medicine, linking him to the far left.
When he says public option, he's talking about socialized medicine and health care. Bernie Sanders wants it. The Democrats want it. You're going to have socialized medicine.
He's a very confused guy. He thinks he's running against somebody else. He's running against Joe Biden. I beat all those other people because I disagreed with them.
As expected, the president went personal, attacking Biden and his son Hunter, making unverified claims that Biden improperly profited from his son's business endeavors in Ukraine and China.
He is the vice president of the United States, and his son, his brother, and his other brother are getting rich. They're like a vacuum cleaner. They're sucking up money every place he goes.
Biden flatly denying the claims.
I have not taken a single penny from any country whatsoever. There's a reason for it. He doesn't want to talk about the substantive issues.
And he went on the offensive over the president's own foreign business dealings.
The guy who got in trouble in Ukraine was this guy. The only guy who made money from China is this guy.
And Trump's taxes.
I have released all of my tax returns, 22 years.
I'm going to release them as soon as we can. I want to do it.
Did your accountant
Nobody told you that.
Biden attempting to get the conversation back on track, talking directly to the American people.
It's not about his family and my family. It's about your family. And your family's hurting badly.
On immigration, Trump forced to defend his controversial child separation policy. According to a report, advocates still can't find the parents of more than 500 children separated by the Trump administration.
Children are brought here by coyotes and lots of bad people, cartels, and they're brought here, and they used to use them to get into our country.
Kids were ripped from their arms and separated, and those kids are alone, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. It's criminal.
They are so well taken care of. They're in facilities that were so clean.
But according to a medical declaration obtained exclusively by ABC News, a doctor who inspected the largest immigration holding center in the country in 2019 compared conditions there to, quote, torture facilities. And when pushed on race,
I am the least racist person in this room.
Biden flat out labeling him a racist.
He pours fuel on every single racist fire. every single one. This guy has a dog whistle about as big as a foghorn.
11 days to go, the debate, the last best chance to make a closing argument.
Joe, I ran because of you. I ran because of Barack Obama, because you did a poor job. If I thought you did a good job, I would have never run.
You know who I am. You know who he is. You know his character. You know my character. You know our reputations for honor and telling the truth. The character of the country is on the ballot. Our character is on the ballot. Look at us closely.
The big question now, of course, is whether any of this will move the needle or shift this race at all, or whether it's just simply too late, especially with nearly 50 million ballots already cast. George.
Mary Bruce, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.